Sat Sri Akal. Today we're going to talk about the Vadhhans Mahalas. Vadhhans Mahala Tija, Ghar Pehla, Ek Onkar Satgur Prasad. It's a beautiful verse written by Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Man mele sab kich mela, tan dhote man hacha na hoye. When your mind is corrupt, when your mind is full of demons, when your mind is filled with darkness, doubt, or fear, you can do whatever you want to your body outside. Take a bath, perfume it, put a different kind of creams, ointments, whatever you want. Wear the most expensive clothing. But you cannot escape the fact that your exterior is just that, an exterior. But your interior is really the one that is dark. And that kind of darkness that you cannot escape. So, who are you trying to fool? And what is it that you need to do? If you need to get on a path that is right, to find yourself, to find your purpose, you need to align your thoughts and your emotions. Your emotions, your man, your thoughts, which is your mind. Eh jagat bharam bhulaiya, virla bhuje koi. Many of us walk around the world. When we come to Earth, we get so busy in living life. We do things, we're in the rut, and it's not all bad. But the point is, sometimes we get so busy in life that we doubt the existence of God. We doubt the existence of someone really much, much superior, or the maker or the architect of this world. We believe in power of humankind. We believe in power of money and Maya. But we forget that there is a power above that does not need any money or bribe. But to understand that, my friends, to be able to accept that thought, recognize that thought, and accept it, takes time. That's what it says, Virla bhuje koi. That there are only very few people who can really understand and contemplate. Bhuje is contemplate, right? There are very few people who can really contemplate on this thought. That Sachina, there is a person, there is somebody, there is our maker, there is a force that is beyond explanation. There is ek onkar, puri jagat nu banan wala. There is one person who is there. Jidde aage, we are no one. We just need to go and give ourselves, submit ourselves to his feet, to his sanctuary. Jap man mere tu eko naam. How can you get rid of the doubt? How can you go and get the the blessings, or get the ability to actually contemplate on him? By accepting him. How do you accept and recognize him? This is the solution. Jap man mere, hey dear mind of mine, dear heart of mine, tu eko naam. Puri jagat nu banan wala, sanu banan wala, right? There is one, but one force. Eko naam. If you give yourself the permission, give your conscious mind the permission to recognize that one force, you will find yourself gradually, and I mean gradually, submitting yourself to him. And that journey takes the process of taking his name. Because as you keep taking his name, as you keep listening to his Shabad, this feeling of acceptance, this feeling of submission becomes stronger, and you get the strength to understand him, to understand him in the way that will bring peace and calm to your own mind. You are doing this for yourself. Religion is not to show off. Spirituality, Bani nu samajhna, शब्द ਨੂੰ ਸਮਝਣਾ is ਆਪਣੇ ਲਈ। You do it for yourself ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸੁਖ ਮਿਲੇ, ਸੁਖ ਸ਼ਾਂਤੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤ ਹੋਏ। That is the whole idea of doing that. Satgur diya moko eh nidhan. The Satgur can give you, the Lord, the Sache Pacha, can give you this one wealth. What is the one wealth that you want? The wealth of actually being able to take His name, that then takes you closer to Him and closer to understanding Him. Rahao. Siddha ke asan je sikhe, indri vas kar samai. You can come from a place of a lot of knowledge, lot of wisdom, right? And you can be given the throne of the Lord Indra himself. You can be born with much knowledge, with the ability to read your Sidhhas, your Vedas, or you can be born to a family, to a place where you are born with a golden spoon and you are gifted the throne of Indra himself, and you have around you all the different things, whatever you need. But the point is, it's just materialistic. Even the Vedas and the Siddhants that you know are nothing if you don't understand it. It is just words that you're reading. I can also read the Bani just like that, but without understanding the Bani, without really feeling the emotion as I'm reading it, without it, giving me this mitya sa dard as I'm reading it, how can I really understand it? How can I get closer to this path? That is what they are trying to explain to you here. Ki you can get everything, सब कुछ होएगा तोड़े को, but मन की मेल ना उतरे, हाँ मैं मेल ना जाए. You can have everything, dear friend. You can be successful, be rich, be the richest person, but that does not guarantee you the path to God. Why does it not guarantee you the path to God? Because the path to submission, let's not even use the word path to God, the path to submission, to humility, to spirituality is how? By first cleansing your mind. So you can have all that, but if you don't really do something consciously to cleanse your mind and to let go of your ego, right? कि मैं हूँ, मेरे में इतनी ताकत है, मैं नहीं करदा कुछ. If someone needs something, they need to come to me, right? किसी ने कुछ चाहता है तो ओ मेरे को लावे. मैं नहीं जानता, I don't want to go. They need to come to me. They need to demand. मेरा power, मेरा नाम, मेरी कीर्ति होए, ताई मैं कुछ कराऊंगा. That is the attitude that humans manifest, and we nurture, thinking that it keeps us secure and it keeps us safe. But jad tak that is your attitude, man ki mail nahi mit sakti. You cannot empty yourself. You have to empty your demons, your darkness, because only when the darkness is emptied can light enter it. Hai ki nahi? And that light is one way of getting that light to enter into your heart, into your mind, is through the Bani. इस मन को होर संजम को नाही, विन सतगुर की सरनाई. This mind doesn't want to or cannot take any more discipline, cannot take any more torture, cannot take any more methodologies and pathways and more doubt, right? We trouble our mind into trying different things, into exploring different pathways so that we can find peace in ourselves. But when the motivation and the desire to find peace is not real, it's not greater than making more money, we cannot find peace now. It depends on what your desire is. Your desire to become better needs to be greater than the desire to stay the same. But when you are the same, you have that security कि मेरे कोल सब कुछ हैगा, मेरे कोल नाम हैगा, रुतबा हैगा, माया हैगी. If you are comfortable in the place that you are in, then there is no real dard, there is no real motivation to become better, right? To push yourself to find more. And that is, in fact, a very important part of therapy also. And which is something that I do professionally. And that is what the Bani also says. Ki kadi your mind gets so tired, right? Ki दोनों लगता है कि और नहीं हो सकता. I can't take anymore. I can't trouble my mind anymore. And I accept that I give up. And I accept that when Satgur ki saranai, there is nothing else. There is only trouble without the sanctuary of the Lord. Which means that I am ready to submit myself to Him, and I have recognized that there is something called the sanctuary of the Lord, a place of peace, if you may, a place of acceptance, if you may, acceptance and love, where you love yourself irrespective of what you have materialistically. You accept yourself the way Lord has made you, in the pristine form. And that is how you give yourself to the Lord. Give yourself to spirituality and the path to rediscover yourself and find peace. Satgur miliye ulti bhai, kehna kichu na jai. When you find the Lord, you know what's going to happen? There is a switch. It's like you get flipped. A switch happens and you rediscover yourself. That is the beauty of spirituality, and that can only happen from faith. Faith that you will be taken care of. Faith that it is okay to let go of your conscious mind, of your materialistic growth, to give yourself to the Lord and see where He can take you. And once that switch happens, you find yourself in such a space, in such a mindset, in such a frame of mind that you cannot explain it. It's that beautiful feeling of liberation ki kehna kichu na jai. You cannot explain. When you're able to understand the Lord, ਜਦੋਂ ਰੱਬ ਦਾ ਅਹਿਸਾਸ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ, when you feel Him around you, when you feel the love, His blessings inside of you, when just thinking about Him makes you laugh, makes you smile, makes you complacent, makes you confident कि कोई हैगा ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ख्याल रखन वाला. That is the switch that I'm talking about. ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ बेपरवाह हो जाते हो. That बेपरवाह word I learned from the Bani also. ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਉਹ ਸ਼ਕਤੀ ਆਂਦੀ ਹੈ, ਉਹ ਰੱਬ ਦੀ ਮਿਹਰ ਆਂਦੀ ਹੈ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਹੈ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੈ, ਅਹਿਸਾਸ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਹੈਗਾ ਨਾ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕੁਛ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ. ਜਦੋਂ ਉਹ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੈਗਾ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕੌਣ ਕੀ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ. ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਮੇਰਾ ਰਖਵਾਲਾ ਹੋਏ. ਜਦੋਂ ਉਹ ਅਹਿਸਾਸ ਆਂਦਾ ਹੈ then ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ? ਬੇਪਰਵਾਹ. You become carefree because you know that He's taking care of you, and that is this one line. That is what this talks about. That depth of emotion, that feeling, that sensation of finding that love, that liberation, that acceptance, where you can't say anything else. कहना कि छू ना जाए। बनती नानक सतगुर को मिल दो, मरे गुर के सबद फिर जीवे कोई। This is my request to you, dear Lord. It is my prayer to you, dear Lord, that allow me to get this sensation, to meet you, to find you, to feel you. And some people, when they feel you, it's like they lose themselves, right? Maybe some people die and the entire journey is lost in trying to meet you, but then there are others, dear Lord, who find you and ghur ke sabad fir jeeve koi. Their life is resurrected because they find you, they feel you, and they find you every day, every time in the Shabad, in the Bani, and every time they read a word, they read the Shabad, they're finding you again and again and again, feeling you getting closer to you, and that feeling of liberation. Mamta ki mal utare, eh man hacha hoye. When you are able to rise above this love and this hold of Maya ki mamta, right? The mamta here is not necessarily the love of your parents. Typically, we use the word mamta generically in a normal manner to say कि हाँ ना माँ की ममता है, पिता की ममता है. But this mamta is when you want to get closer to God, है ना? You have to pass your dharamkhand. Dharamkhand ਨੂੰ ਕਿਵੇਂ pass ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ? How do you pass it? By rising above that mamta. कि स्नेह हैगा, मोह हैगा, but it is the moh that is coupled with confidence that makes you carefree, that makes you beparwa. And once you are able to rise above that mamta of that possession, that control of all those materialistic things, and above all your own demons and darkness, that demons and darkness within you is holding on to you, and you feel you need to hold on to it either because of fear or in a very ironical way, a way of mamta, right, where it is just holding on to you and it has become who you are. Us mamta nu chhad, let go, rise above. And when you are able to let go of that, eh man hacha hoye, your mind finds purity. You are resurrected. You find purpose, a new life. You are liberated. And once you are liberated, my friend, it opens new doors. Liberation is not letting go of everything and going to the mountains and becoming a sannyasi. At least that is not my understanding of the Bani. Liberation is just getting liberated of the materialistic things that hold you down and finding your path, which may still bring you success of materialistic things and bring you credibility and kirti and naam and shaharat. It all belongs to him, right? Sada kam hai udi hukam nu manna. And there are many ways of following his hukam, this being one. Vaheguru ji ka khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki fateh.